Welcome to our presentation of our viral video, which we've named Asher Meets Lakeland. We hope that you enjoy.
The overall objective of this video is to portray Lakeland as a beautiful social place where residents can have a good time and where newcomers can meet other families and people. The video will show Lakeland as an open, welcoming environment with people walking all over and enjoying their surrounding sunny atmosphere. The objective is also to have people show empathy for the protagonist, Asher. We chose the name Asher because it means happiness and new beginnings. This parallels his journey of a new beginning in Lakeland. The audience will go through the experiences of Asher, realizing that Lakeland is a great place to meet people and ultimately reside in. The target audience of this video are millennials. In our research of common characteristics of viral videos, we have found that millennials are very technology savvy, participate in lots of social media sites, and have an urge to travel. This age group approximately includes 18-year-olds to 34-year-olds. This video will most importantly target young families and young couples within this age group. These people are open to change, trying new things, and meeting new people. Specific shots in our video will highlight certain smaller segments within the millennial group. The nature-loving millennial will see the shots of the beautiful parks and lakes, while the foodie millennial will focus on the post-09 clip. We have strategically chosen a few diverse draws that we believe Lakeland strongly exhibits to properly target millennials and motivate them to visit.
Prior to storyboarding our ideas, we had to analyze the large database of viral video common characteristics. We thought it would be advantageous for each member to take a section and do their own, so we broke it up into pre-production, video feature, or post-production, and looked for the most common or critical things. Then we brainstormed storylines for our video that incorporated these viral video characteristics that we found to be most important. So some of those that we found is that it was to target millennials, to have a catchy and short title, to use warmth and happiness and throughout the video, to evoke emotion, which we thought was a very strong one. That was throughout a lot of the posts. Keep video under 3 minutes. Additionally, also very common and go beyond YouTube, and to make a sequel, which we, hopefully we can do in the future.
Meet Asher. He is the protagonist of our Love Lakeland video. Our group believes he represents a happy-go-lucky dog who many people can develop a fondness of. The pictures you are viewing on this slide represent some of the opening images of our video. These pictures are also a part of our creative strategy. The attention getter of our video will open up with a family of 3 leaving their car along with a U-Haul all packed up and ready to move from Orlando to Lakeland. The woman calls Asher to jump into her car to leave. However, Asher seems very sad and acts as if he does not want to leave his home. The sadness of the dog leaving is what will originally intrigue the viewer and get their attention. We will play up Asher sulking by inserting an original somber piece of music into the shot. This will introduce the viewer to the idea of a video being experienced through the eyes and life of a dog. The beginning of Asher's journey will involve Asher and his family moving from Orlando to Lakeland, as said before. On this drive, the viewer will be seeing I-4, including known exits, such as tourist locations and exits for Lakeland. The actors and their belongings arrive at their house on Lake Mirror next to downtown Lakeland. After moving in, they will be going for a walk into downtown to experience the quaint area, shopping and exploring to discover what Lakeland has to offer. When strolling downtown, they stop at Munn Park. Throughout this time, extras will also be strolling the streets, shopping, walking, and eating at outside locations. The family will then stop at Munn Park, where other dogs and families are enjoying the Florida sun. Asher finds another dog named Maddie, which he quickly falls in love with. Maddie's owners quickly become friends, talking with Asher's family. After a quick chat, Asher's family insists they should leave and come back another time to continue exploring and shopping. On the way back home, Asher and his family walk into a shop. He later walks out with a new collar saying #LoveLakeland. He is going through both a physical and emotional transition into loving Lakeland. This instills a new confidence and comfort in Asher, which is shown throughout his demeanor in the video. The video then goes back to the family in their new home at night, showing beautiful clips of the town and the nightlife that the town has to offer. Asher then walks out of his home, strolling with pride into downtown Lakeland, passing groups of people to meet up with Maddie, whom he met at Munn Park earlier that day. The two walk into a restaurant known as Post 09. The video ends with the classic "The End" shown on the screen. Music will play a large role in our viral video. It will help set the stage as well as assist in explaining Asher's emotions during his journey moving from Orlando to Lakeland. Since he does not communicate like humans, the way Asher presents himself and reacts to the world around him paired with the music will help portray his emotions. We have made the strategic decision to develop our own piece of original music. We plan to use our resources of the Harrison Center for the Visual and Performing Arts music class to produce a brief instrumental piece of music with our direction. This will save on our budget costs significantly. We can then direct this money towards further video distribution, for example, TV spots to help boost views and exposure.
Audio Jungle.
The first part of the track will be a somber and sad beat representing Asher's anxiety and sadness over moving. As the video progresses, the tempo of the music picks up as the family and Asher experience Lakeland and meet new people. At the end of the video, the music plays an integral role representing the happy emotion felt by Asher. The music fits in with the message of the video because it shows that even when our protagonist is going through a difficult time, he finds happiness and joy in his new surroundings. We are portraying Lakeland as a friendly, welcoming, and happy place to live and visit. We have inserted examples of the music here in the slide to give you an idea of what tracks we plan to write and record.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
For our call to action, we're looking at really motivating the audience and imprinting the branding of Lakeland that we tried to establish in our video, that Lakeland is a positive, welcoming, and friendly place. We also want to make sure that emotional connection stays there, that they feel that empathy and that heartwarming and kind of happy feeling that they have for our protagonist throughout the video. We've strategically placed the hashtag of Love Lakeland on his collar that he buys to help imprint that hashtag in the consumer's mind, which may get them on their phones during the video or after looking up that hashtag and looking up, other content related to Lakeland. In our last frame, we're going to encourage viewers to continue to follow Asher's future adventures in Lakeland by following our Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram feeds, where on periodically we'll post other videos of Asher, whether in a different park in Lakeland or exploring an event that's happening in the area, or a little video clip, sort of keeping in the top of the mind's eye of the consumer so that we stay with them and we establish that kind of brand relationship moving forward. For our video promotion, we're looking at kind of two sides of it. One is kind of really tapping into the local families in the area, and in the area we're talking about between Tampa to Orlando, to reach out to them, to sort of stimulate them to consider Lakeland as a day trip or maybe even a move in the area. We're really targeting those young families, and we'll kind of push certain TV spots in order to really get in their mind's eye that maybe they hadn't considered Lakeland in the past, but now they will because they've kind of been exposed to the different offerings that Lakeland has. Again, that call to action will be there about liking our different social media pages so that we can keep up that connection with them and keep the communication going, that maybe we have an event coming up in Lakeland and we can kind of come up on their social media sites with Asher, and that kind of gets them looking back at us like, hey, maybe we'll visit them in the future. Another part of our video promotion is, of course, looking at making our video go viral, which in this case is really concentrating on which venues of social media we want to post the video on. We're going to really be strong with Reddit and YouTube to begin with, as especially Reddit has been seen in the research of common viral video characteristics, is a great conversation starter and is a great place to build sharing kind of networks for your video. We're also going to strategically post our video on Monday or Tuesday, as we saw in the research, for maximum traction, as people tend to be on social media sites more, looking for videos, looking for things, to share with other people. Well, in our personal network, we're going to recruit our Facebook friends and family to share and comment the content in order to keep that kind of progress of sharing and the views continuing. The network that we have to use is essentially free of cost, and it would be hard for us not to use that strategically for us in order to gain views and to kind of keep that conversation going around our video. Another part that we all collaboratively came up with is the idea of using an opinion leader in Florida tourism, which is the Florida Life and Travel magazine, and sort of partnering up with them, reaching out to them saying, hey, we'd like you to post, our video on your Facebook page. That would be beneficial to them because they're providing content to their viewers and to their listeners and readers that, hey, Lakeland is a place to visit and here's these reasons why, as well as for us in order to be able to gain traction with a target market that is already interested in Florida travel, that has done it in the past, that is continuing to do it, that maybe is looking into traveling in Florida in the future. So those are those people that are just waiting to be tapped into, and we really want to be able to reach them with our video.
As you can see here, we've laid out our projected budget on an Excel sheet, and so we've gone through the actors, the crew, the food and beverage, the staging, any images, transportation, as well as all the production such as directing, editing, there's also sound, video production, voiceover talent, and materials. And so we've gone through all of those on Excel, and for the budget we understood that a lot of this work would be done pro bono by the participating parties. So our class, the MBA class, the undergrad class from Florida Southern, the Harrison High class, the two creative agencies that we partner with, as well as the restaurant Pasto 9 that we'll be using for one of our shoots. So with all of those groups participating, we determined that our cost would be much, much lower than a typical production. So we outlined these possible uses for our groups. So the Harrison School would be extras in the video and also be making the music that we talked about before. Our class being actors, extras, crew, and also any voiceovers needed, so we'll be more directly involved. The undergrad class being actors, extra, crew, the Pasto 9 providing the restaurant for our shoot right there, and the two creative agencies being the directing, sound engineering, editing, And also there's the outstanding voiceover talent, the dogs that we would need, and the Lake Morton house that we want for one of our shoots. We would need to source from all of these, 5 groups here. I'm sure we could pull something that would take care of those. And so we determined that our only real costs would be food and beverage at $20 per person per day for about 109 people is $6,540, and then transportation to get around from shoot to shoot for about 109 people for 3 days we determined to be about $3,450. So our total cost we determined would be $9,990. We'll attach the Excel sheet as well to our final deliverables.
Thank you for listening to our presentation on our video proposal for the Love Lakeland project. If you have any questions, please contact me, Alexandra, or Kelsey, or Brian. Dr. Dabko has our emails to get in touch with us regarding any questions or comments for our video. Thank you very much for listening.